my house. Enter freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring. Hello everyone, today we're meeting again to continue a series that is very dear to me. It's my Rozen Maiden coordinate series. Yes, I really intend to do each and every doll in Rozen Maiden as a coordinate, and today we're gonna do the second doll, Kanaria. Kanaria is the second doll. She's the one who's always spying on her sisters, and she fails a lot of attempts at attacking them to get their Rosa Mystica. Our artificial spirit is pizzicato, named after a special technique of playing orchestral instruments. Kanaria's weapon is her violin, which she uses to do various types of attacks. Our master is Mitsu, and she's always making cute little bento boxes for Kanaria, which her sister are envious of. And also Mitsu is very obsessed with dolls. She makes doll clothing, and she always makes Kanaria do some photo shoots and try on the clothes that she makes. If we think about Lolita brands, to me, Kanaria has a very Oshibako works kind of vibe. Her outfit has a lot of frills. She has this particular orange and yellow combo, which is pretty rare but also gives me a very spring kind of vibe, which reminds me of Oshibako works. They make a lot of clothes with cute colors, so she has very much this vibe to me, but also maybe a little baby for all the frills and the kind of more old school vibe of her outfit. As you can imagine, Kanaria is really the most difficult doll for me. It's the most challenging for me to coordinate because I have absolutely no orange and no yellow in my wardrobe. It's really colors that I do not wear. I like it on others, but it's not really colors that I like on me. The only orange clothing that I have is my bad color shirt that I wear in Halloween coordinates, but that's all. And also I don't have any pants because I always do Lolita with dresses and skirts, and when I do mainly aristocrats, I just wear long pants. I don't have any short pants. The only kind of short pants I have are bloomers, which are not short pants but bloomers. So to start, I'm gonna show you a little bit of references of Kanaria's outfit, so you have an idea, even if you have never seen Kanaria, of what I'm gonna try to recreate. Not perfectly, because that's impossible with my closet, but I'm gonna try to be as close as possible. Here I have a little charm of Kanaria's outfit, so you can see it a little. Before starting with the coordinate, I'm gonna bring you on a particular journey. I did film a little bit of the making of Kanaria's wig, so if you're interested in wig making, you're gonna see how I did this wig. If you're not interested, you can just skip to the coordinate parts. So since I don't have much to show for Kanaria, I also wanted to show a little bit of the wig styling process. I chose an ash blonde wig because Kanaria has kind of greenish, grayish blonde hair, so I tried to find the best shade. I mostly referred myself to the doll because in the illustrations it changes from one illustration to the other, so I kind of referred myself to the polyp doll. But since I ordered online, it's not as dark as I thought it would be, but it will have to do. So I'm gonna start the wig styling process by parting some hair. So for now I just parted the more front pieces and the twin tails, and next I'm gonna try to do the rolls. Wish me luck. I don't have a wig head, so I'm working on the floor, but the mesh was kind of visible in the back, so I tried to kind of crisscross in the background so it's not as noticeable. And so I'm gonna try to do her curls by putting her strand over this shape. And I'm gonna start by evening up this, and I try to make this kind of shape, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but that's what I'm gonna try to do basically all over. So I actually ended up changing my tool because it was not working with the air length that I have. So I'm ending up using the wand of my brush, and I have some curls looking like that. So when I have a strand that is done, I'm just gonna add it to all the other strands that I did earlier to create a bigger roll, and to make it a little more uniform, I will gently brush it this way so that everything blends in a nicer way to create a bigger roll. And I'm gonna do this on all the air and also on the other side. And here are my twin tail rolls done. So now I'm gonna try to make the front part by like this boards are pretty thick, so I'm gonna try to thin it out by doing this kind of cut to take out some volume. So I thinned them, so I made this part thinner. I also made it a little shorter so that all the hair is around the same size, and I left one part because she has this like little curls here, and this part I just did the movement and I integrated it and I added it into the elastic of my twin tail, which is a pretty similar color to my wig, so that it kind of blends. And later I'm gonna curl this so that it kind of gets into my roll too, and I'm gonna basically do the same on this side. So that's how it looks. Now I just have to cut this a little and then curl it. And here my wig for Kanaria is done. It's not like perfect because I don't have all the necessary material, and I have to work on my head and on the floor because I don't have any head for my wig, so I think it's pretty good for the lack of material that I have. So see you for the styling next. So now we're gonna go through my coordinate together. I tried my best to recreate something that would have the same vibe. So I chose to use mainly ivory because that's what I have in my wardrobe that is the closest to either yellow or orange. So I chose my Airfreeing blouse because I also had the choice of my Decay Gauze blouse, but I feel like the Airfreeing blouse is more fitted for Kanaria because she has a lot of frills, like she has this really cutesy vibe, and I felt like this blouse was more appropriate because of all the lace and like the puffy sleeves that also remind a little of the puff in her sleeve. So I thought this was more appropriate than my other blouse. Then I chose my Decay Gauze GSK in ivory because I can open it in the front, so I can try to recreate this shape of Kanaria's top, which has kind of this train vibe on the back. So I just open half in half my GSK to give this kind of half skirt shape. And since I don't have any short pants, I am gonna be outrageous and I'm wearing my bloomers as pants because that's the only thing that I have that is anywhere near Kanaria's pants. And then I have my Shimamura x Aoki Misako ribbon tights because Kanaria has some white tights. A lot of the dolls have white tights, so I chose to wear these tights to replicate this kind of opaque white vibe on the legs. And then in my shoes, the shoes that I have that are the closest to Kanaria's are my rocking horse shoes because our shoes has this kind of ribbon vibe around the ankle, and since there is rocking horse shoes straps, I thought that it was the best to have this same vibe. Now we're gonna go into the ends. So as the Rozen Maidens don't really have any hand accessories, I'm just wearing my Eternal Resi rose ring to replicate their rose ring, but I wanted to add a little more, so I also painted my nail in orange so that I have a sneak peek of orange somewhere in my coordinates. That's the only thing I have that I can do in orange because I like to do like pumpkin nails during Halloween, so I have orange nail polish, but that's the most orange I could bring to the card. Next, I have my Atelier Pierrot Lace Grace choker because she has a ribbon around her neck, but with this coordinate I don't have any color, so I cannot really tie a ribbon. So I thought that the best way to add this ribbon here would be to use this choker. Also, it brings more frills. That reminds of Kanaria's outfit because her outfit has frills everywhere. It's very, very cute. And then the last item that I used is my Moronix Monastoic corsage. This one is my white base with red roses. I actually wanted to use my ivory base with red roses, but I messed up. But I feel like both fit with the coordinates since there is also some white within the coordinate. And in Kanaria's original headdress, the base is orange and the lace is white, so I feel like both would have been a good choice for this coordinate. And I ended up with the white one, so it's the white base one here. And I also have my Kanaria wig, which I showed you the process of making it earlier, and I also did my makeup in accordance with Kanaria. So mostly this very rosy cheeks because she's always kind of looking like she's blushing, so I thought that the blush was really important for our vibe. And I also used a very pretty orange shimmer on my eyelid to also bring this vibe of orange of Kanaria's outfit. And obviously I'm also having these very, very bright green lenses, which reminds of Kanaria's eyes. So that's it for the coordinates. I hope you like this coordinate. I tried to do my best since Kanaria's outfit is really a whole different world from my own wardrobe. So tell me if I did well considering my closet, and also tell me if you still like this series, if you're what doll you're looking for to see. If you have any suggestions of future videos, please leave me a comment. If you like this video, you can give it a like. And if you want to see more of my videos, you can subscribe to my channel and go take a look at my other videos. I hope you like this one, and I hope that you will still want to follow me on this little YouTube journey. So I hope we'll see each other again in my castle.